When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
We're keeping her anonymous. Her name's Ann. Hey, Ben and Kelly. I've got an issue I'd like some advice on. Started working for a small company a few months ago. Our office shares a floor with a much larger firm. Now, I'm being treated for a kidney function problem. One of the side effects is that I urinate more frequently than most people. It hasn't affected my life until now. The restroom is on the other side of our office, in plain view of the desks for the other firm. The fact that I go to the bathroom every hour or two has begun to draw some attention. People trade glances whenever I head that way, and more than once, I've heard employees whisper about whether I have an eating disorder and stuff like that.
Oh.
If these were my coworkers, I would just be honest about my medical condition, but I don't even know them. I've become so self-conscious that I've started making excuses to walk to the nearest public restroom outside of the office building, which is 2 blocks away.
Oh.
Do you have any advice for how I can tactfully handle this without drawing even more negative attention? Thank you.
Well, I can tell that Anne doesn't work in our building. Otherwise, she would just do as I do and use a different floor.
Go to another floor, yeah. Doesn't sound like that's an option.
Be an imposter on another floor.
An imposter. Listen, you work in the building.
I know.
You technically can use anything in the building.
Yeah, but you feel like an imposter when it's not, quote, yours, right?
Well, you
it's
do.
not on your floor.
You do.
Anyways, we're getting away from Anne's situation here.
Exactly.
Yeah, she doesn't want to walk 2 blocks
Yeah, that's
to
far.
a public restroom, which she shouldn't have to.
No, you know what? But Kaylin has a good suggestion. Maybe start carrying a big water bottle or tumbler of the sort to make people think you're just drinking a lot of water. If it bothers
You know
bad.
what? That's not a bad idea.
I mean, hydration, that is real. Like when you are drinking that much water, yeah, you're going to be going way more frequently.
Yeah, I had heard a long time ago, they're like, as soon as your body like regulates the water that you're supposed to be intaking, like if you're trying to drink 96 ounces of water, 100 ounces of water a day, and you do that, at first, you're going to be using the restroom quite a bit because your body isn't able to handle all that. But then once your body regulates it, then you're not going to be going as frequently. And I can tell you, I have been doing that for a couple years, and I still go a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that it's ever going to you're going to be able to go for 5 hours if you're drinking a ton of water, which that's healthy.
Yeah. I like
Everyone
that
should do
suggestion
that.
from
Yeah.
Kaylin. Another could be to talk to your manager and have your manager talk to their manager.
That is also a
And
valid
so
point.
I don't know, still, and then they could kind of keep you anonymous, but it's like, hey guys, worry about yourself sort of thing.
Exactly.
A conversation that their manager could have with them that you couldn't have with those employees without creating some sort of scene. But
yeah, people like Jennifer, just like you continue to do you. People don't know your situation. It's none of their concern. Many have health issues. You shouldn't have to explain yours to anyone, even if you did work with them. Don't be self-conscious. Just continue to go about your day.
Well, it's easy to say don't be self-conscious.
Yes.
It's harder in practice.
Right, when you are noticing the attention.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so if you've got a suggestion, maybe you've been in a situation similar to that or where, you've had a work situation come up and how you dealt with it could probably help in this situation. 502-795-1997 is our number. So your calls, texts, and advice next. Group therapy. Anne has a condition, a kidney condition that requires frequent visits to the restroom, and this has made this awkward at her new company. Not her coworkers, but because of where the restrooms are located at, it makes it awkward with the workers at the company in their shared workspace. So she's like, what do I do to cut down on the awkwardness and everything? And the whispers and the, hey, she's got an eating disorder sort of thing. Like they're thinking that
They're making assumptions about other conditions, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Roxanne rolls in on text and says they can take this kid's advice.
Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself.
No.
Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself. Yeah, that's what, many people are saying. It's just like, you know what? You just got to let it roll off your back and you do you. They don't know what's going on. And, you did suggest that maybe your manager speak to the manager of the other company and just kind of clue them in like, hey, your employees have kind of been, giving some looks and whispers about one of our employees, and here's the situation. And if you could just, let them know what's going on, that'd be great.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've had that conversation with your manager yet. If your manager or your company knows about your condition.
Right. It's nobody's business.
Right. It isn't. And if that's something that you want to disclose to them, then that could be a way that, you say, hey, look, this is the reason. And, just if you could have their manager talk to their employees just about, hey, just make sure that you're doing your work. And
Worry about yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that you're coming to us about this makes me think that you'd be comfortable with talking to maybe your manager about it and just, putting it out there and say, listen, this is what's happening. And, how do I handle that? Because it's really getting, it's making me self-conscious. And then I'm kind of getting preoccupied with that at work. And that's not good.
Have you ever used the restroom or, okay, well, I already know the answer is going to be no. So I have done this before where I've gone in and there's been someone in there. And so I didn't want to use necessarily the restroom. So I left and then I came back. And so it was like there was other people in there. So it was like I kept leaving and returning to the restroom because
they know what you're trying to do. You just want some privacy.
I just want privacy, right?
Right.
And so I would leave and come back a couple different times, but every time there'd be someone there, and then finally I'd just be like, man, I'm just gonna have to do the thing, right?
Yeah,
exactly. So
take care of business.
I don't know, but I like the idea of the water bottle, carrying that if you
Yes.
want a little bit more of a nonverbal
way of kind of communicating, like, hey,
Yep.
I drink a lot of water. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah, as this kid says.
Worry about yourself.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Or put that on a T-shirt and then wear that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Hey, good luck. That is group therapy on 99.7 DJX.